everyone, welcome to Live Interactive English. This is Karen.
Hi everybody, I am Shane.
Today we're looking at day 1 of The Many Faces of Kate Blanchett. And the vocabulary words are portray.
Portray.
In the play, I will portray a king.
Wow, not a queen, a king.
I
Okay,
know.
cool.
Should be a queen.
Transform.
Transform.
Mr. Edwards transformed the bedroom into a personal library.
Grace.
Grace.
A picture of the queen graced the wall.
Senior.
Senior.
My grandfather lives at a senior care home.
Adapt.
Adapt.
The writer adapted the book into a TV series. So we're talking about The Many Faces of Kate Blanchett.
She's one of the most famous female leading actresses, right? Yeah.
When you think of her,
so many movies.
When you think of her, what movie do you think of?
I don't know, kind of a rarer one. The Gift.
The Gift.
Yeah.
Which one is that?
I don't want to explain the whole story. She's in so many movies, but I think most people know Lord of the Rings. She was like the elf queen.
The royal elf.
Yeah.
And also, have you seen The Curious Case of Benjamin Button?
Oh, that's right.
Brad Pitt and Kate Blanchett.
Yeah. So I know she's been doing big movies and big films for a long time because she's getting close to 50 years old already.
That's true.
She looks great for her age.
And then all her roles are very different from each other.
Yeah, that's right. She can play a wide variety of roles. But that makes sense. She's been acting since she was very young.
That's right. And then I remember in her school years, she was actually in charge of everything, you know, like the whole set design, the budget, and then, you know, like picking out their actors and actresses.
Wow. So I think she really just has a natural talent for acting, right?
That's right. And she's from Australia, right?
That's right, yeah. Sometimes I forget because there are a lot of Australian actors and actresses. They do such good American accents.
Yes.
That you don't know that they're from Australia. So.
You don't remember, yeah, exactly. Hugh Jackman and Nicole Kidman.
So many.
That's right. Okay, so let's learn more about Kate Blanchett.
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
The Many Faces of Kate Blanchett. A word often used to describe actress Kate Blanchett is chameleon. The striking actress has portrayed a queen, an elf, a supervillain, and even a man, transforming her looks and personality each time to such a degree that it can be difficult to recognize her. It is widely agreed that Blanchett is one of the finest actresses ever to grace screen or stage.
Welcome to Live Interactive English Magazine. Today's lesson is called The Many Faces of Kate Blanchett. Day 1. Hi everyone, my name is Jeff.
And I'm Mike. And if you're a movie fan, of course you've heard of the Australian actress Kate Blanchett. I guess the first time I was sort of aware of her was in Elizabeth, when she played Queen Elizabeth of England. That was a great movie. They made another one that I haven't managed to watch, but I thought she was great in that, and of course she's appeared in many other wonderful movies, from Lord of the Rings to much more serious fare. So today we're going to be having a look at Kate Blanchett, her career, her past, her history, and her many faces. Now, of course, she only has one face, but often with an actor or actress who changes characters and is able to play many types of person, we talk about their many faces, the many faces of their creativity.
There you go. Also, you should know something. Kate Blanchett is a lizard. Well, not really. She's not a lizard, but people do refer to her as a chameleon. They say that she is chameleon-like. Yes, a word often used to describe actress Kate Blanchett is chameleon. So no, all jokes aside, she's not a lizard. No. But she does have many faces. She can change herself quite easily, not unlike a chameleon. Anyways, the striking actress has portrayed a queen, an elf, a supervillain, and even a man, transforming her looks and personality each time to such a degree that it can be difficult to recognize her. So there you go. Those are her many faces, or those are her chameleon-like qualities coming to the fore.
That's right. Or in other words, the many characters that she has played or portrayed in her career as an actress. Yes, portray is a word we need to look at. It's a verb, and basically it is to play. Now, we don't mean we're going to play baseball or play golf or something like that. Here, we're talking about playing someone as an actor or actress plays a character. So you could say, back in the 1960s, Sean Connery portrayed the famous spy James Bond. The actor played the character. Daniel Radcliffe portrayed Harry Potter in all those movies. They're acting as that character in a performance. For example, in the play, I will portray a king.
So you don't play a sport, you play a role.
I play a role, the role of the king.
Amazing. Yes. Okay, next we have the verb transform to talk about. If you transform, you change. You change in a big way. You change from one thing to another. And Kate Blanchett, she finds it very easy to change herself into all of these characters. In one situation, she even changed herself or transformed herself into a man. Well, she didn't change her body. She didn't become a male, but she was able to play Bob Dylan, the man, quite convincingly. Anyways, for example, Mr. Edwards transformed the bedroom into a personal library. He changed it in that way, in quite a drastic fashion.
That's right. Well, so showing her skill as an actress through portraying all of these different roles leads us to this next sentence. It is widely agreed that Blanchett is one of the finest actresses ever to grace screen or stage. Yes, if you can play an elf, a man, a supervillain, and do it all very well and receive a lot of acclaim, you probably are a very good actor or actress in this case. And yes, she is probably one of the finest actresses to grace the screen or stage, especially in our generation. Here, we're using grace as a verb, okay? We can talk about someone's grace, their elegance, their grace, using it as a noun. But when we use grace as a verb, basically it sort of means to appear. We often use this when talking about a performer appearing in a certain place, on a certain screen, in a certain role, in a certain venue. You might say, for example, at our local theater production, a famous actor will grace the stage. That means we're sort of lucky to have this person appear. This person is very respected, they're very famous possibly even, but they're going to be appearing or featuring in a certain performance or role. For example, a picture of the Queen graced the wall. Wow, the Queen is another honorable person, and it's kind of a even small honor to have her face on your wall.
And get this, Kate Blanchett has portrayed or played a queen on the silver screen. Queen Elizabeth. All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a break, but don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。今天的课文标题是 The Many Faces of Kate Blanchett。这里的 Many Faces 是指凯特·布兰奇，她能演出各式各样的角色，呈现出多种样貌、多种面貌，是一位千面女郎。好，事实上呢，人们常常用变色龙来形容凯特·布兰奇。她演过女王、精灵、超级大反派，甚至还演过男人诶。那这边有3个补充单字 ：chameleon 表示变色龙，那么 elf 是小精灵 ，supervillain 这是指超级大坏蛋、超级大反派。好，那课文提到说，凯特·布兰奇她每次的演出都在外表和性格上做出非常大的改变，观众很难认得出来。那她的演出得到很多赞赏，可以说是有史以来最好的演员之一。她替电影还有舞台增色了不少。刚刚 Mike 老师用到 acclaim 这个字 ，acclaim 这个名词表示欢呼、喝彩，或是指赞扬、称赞。这边还有3个单字 portray 它是动词，表示扮演，或者是指描绘、描述。我们在字尾加上 al 变成名词 portrayal 则是指饰演或者是描绘。再来看 transform 它有改变啊、改造、使什么改观的意思，是当动词来用。那单字例句提到 Mr. Edwards 他把房间改造成个人图书室，哇，这是很剧烈、很巨大的改变诶。那 Jeff 老师用到 drastic 这个形容词就是形容激烈的、剧烈的或是极端的。再来下一个单字 Grace 当名词，它可以指优美、优雅，意思跟 elegance 很相近。不过它在课文里面是当动词，表示使什么增光、为什么增色。接回到课文中。
The Many Faces of Kate Blanchett. Blanchett was born in Melbourne in 1969, and her acting skills were clear very early on. By age 12, she was made house drama captain at the boarding school she attended. In her senior year, Blanchett directed the school play, adapting a film for the stage, helping to select student actors and handling the set design and budget.
All right, let's get back into the swing of things. Blanchett, Kate Blanchett, was born in Melbourne, or Melbourne, in 1969, and her acting skills were clear very early on. Get this, by age 12, she was made house drama captain at the boarding school she attended.
Wow, that's quite an honor for a young lady, a young actress. She must have been showing great promise even at an early age. And then later on, we read in her senior year, Blanchett directed the school play. Wow. Adapting a film for the stage, helping to select student actors, and handling the set design and budget. Wow, this is in her senior year of high school. She would have been like 18 years old, but already she's basically in charge of the drama department at her school. That's quite impressive.
So she was a fantastic actress at a young age,
Yeah.
but she was also directing
Director,
and adapting,
casting,
producing, and then producing, i.e. handling set design,
Set
and
designing,
especially the budget.
set accountant.
She was the accountant?
Well,
Gosh,
she's
she was
handling
also
the
a
budget.
bean counter?
She could basically
Amazing.
run a studio by herself.
Maybe she should do that.
Yeah.
Anyways, before we move on, let's go ahead and talk about this word senior. It's an adjective. When we're talking about school, especially high school and college, your senior year is your final year of school in that school. It's your fourth year. Your first year is your freshman year. Your second year is your sophomore year. Your third year is your junior year. And then your fourth and final year is your senior year. For example, my grandfather lives at a senior care home. So yes, my grandfather, he's about 18 years old and he's in high school, right? No, he's an old guy. He's an older fellow. The same way that a senior classmate might be an older person in that class relative to the other students in that school.
All right. And she adapted a film to the stage for her high school performance. Adapt here, well, the word is a verb, and it basically means to change something to fit a certain circumstance or a certain special situation. All right, you would adapt the clothes that you wear depending on the weather outside, right? You'd wear heavier clothes in the winter and lighter clothes in the summer. We can also talk about adapting a story or a book to turn it into a TV series or a movie. If any of you have ever read a book and then seen the movie based on the book, you probably will have noticed, hey, they cut out certain parts, they took out certain characters, they changed certain situations. Well, they often have to change it or adapt it to make it into a movie, usually because if they tell the story like in the book, it would be too long.
Yes.
You'd have to make it, 2 or 3 movies. So they change things to fit the situation. In this case, they're changing the book to fit the time that a movie can run. For example, the writer adapted the book into a TV series.
Sounds good to me. What also sounds good is a break. So let's go ahead and take that break, but don't go away, guys. We'll be right back after this.
凯特·布兰奇在1969年，他是出生在墨尔本。那他12岁的时候，在他就读的寄宿学校被任命为话剧社社长。在高3的时候，他指导了学校的话剧，把一部电影改编成舞台剧。他还协助选角，负责布景设计，还有负责预算。那刚刚2位老师开玩笑说，哇，他自己都可以开一间制片公司了。好，这边有2个单字 ，senior。它是形容毕业年级的，通常是形容中学或是大学的毕业年级。像在4年学制的中学或大学 ，senior 就是指4年级的，像大4啊或是高4。那在3年学制的高中就是指高3的。好 ，senior 也可以用来形容年长的或是资深的。那刚刚 Jeff 老师有提到大学1年级到4年级的说法，他有提到 freshman year。第1年的大学 sophomore year 就是第2年 junior year 就是第3年 senior year 就是大4这一年。好，那我们看下一个单字 adapt 它是动词，表示改编或者是使什么适应。那 adapt 它还有改建改造的语义，接回到课文中。
The Many Faces of Kate Blanchett. Blanchett studied at the University of Melbourne, but she decided to leave school in order to travel. During this period, the 21-year-old Blanchett got her first film role while on vacation in Egypt when a fellow guest at her hotel offered her a part as an extra. Blanchett was determined that the role would not be her last. When she got back to Australia, she went to study at the National Institute of Dramatic Art, from which she graduated in 1992 with a bright future ahead.
Jack of all trades when it comes to drama and theater, Cate Blanchett.
She's a woman, so she'd be a Jill of all trades.
Jack and Jill, how about that? The expression is Jack of all trades. But yes, Cate Blanchett is not a Jack. She would be more a Jill. So Jill of all trades when it comes to drama at her high school.
Yes.
Blanchett, well, she graduated from that high school and she decided to study at the University of Melbourne. Yes, Blanchett studied at the University of Melbourne, or Melbourne, but she decided to leave school in order to travel. She decided to commit career suicide.
Well, no, what? No.
It actually worked out for her.
That's right. She took what's generally called a gap year. Maybe took a year off school to travel and see the world a little bit. And it says during this period, the 21-year-old Blanchett got her first film role while on vacation in Egypt when a fellow guest at her hotel offered her a part as an extra. That's a very unusual way of entering into show business. But actually, it's not that uncommon for people to have sort of these lucky situations, these lucky events that introduce them to someone that leads to their first role. And maybe that first role doesn't lead to success, but it certainly leads to a creation of this drive, this desire, this awakening to pursue the role of being an artist or an actor in this case. And that's kind of what happened. You could say she was bitten by the acting bug.
That's pretty good, but I think the article says it best. It says Blanchett was determined that this role that she got there in Egypt would not be her last. Yes,
she wanted more.
She wanted more, and when she got back to Australia, she went to study at the National Institute of Dramatic Art, from which she graduated in 1992 with a bright future ahead. So the University of Melbourne, or Melbourne, it's a fantastic school, but if you want to work in the dramatic arts, you have to go to a school like the National Institute of Dramatic Art. Now NIDA. That sounds super serious.
Absolutely. It's basically a university for actors and actresses and other people who would want to enter into, the film, television, movie business, that kind of thing. So she did that and she graduated in 92. And of course, if you graduate from a great school, it often leads to a good job early on in your career. And it seemed she had a bright future. And we'll be learning much more about her bright past, present, and future tomorrow when we spend a little bit more time with Cate Blanchett, the acting chameleon.
I can't wait, guys. And remember, Cate Blanchett, yes, she's a chameleon, but she's not actually a reptile or a lizard.
Don't feed her flies.
Anyways, folks, it's time for us to say bye-bye.
凯特·布兰奇，她本来是念墨尔本大学，不过她决定要离开学校去旅行。当她在埃及旅行的时候，刚好碰到一个贵人，让她演出第一个电影角色。虽然只是零演，可是她下定决心，那绝对不会是她最后一个角色。回到澳洲之后，她就跑去念这个澳洲国立戏剧艺术学院。毕业之后就迎向光明灿烂的前程。刚刚老师们提到他是 Jack of all trades， 也就是指多才多艺的人，万事通，能做多种不同工作的人。好，那其实这个用法呢是男女都通用，所以不用听老师们开玩笑说要把 Jack 改成 Jill。好，那如果我们说 Jack of all trades，Master of none， 这句话则是指说什么都会，可是什么都不精通。那老师们还有提到 be bitten by the acting bug， 被演戏虫咬到，那意思就是开始对演戏有兴趣了。好了，那以上是这些讲解，同学们别走开，马上回来哦。大家好，我是 Hanny。在今天的课程中，我们要介绍4个文法重点。第一个是分词构句，第二个是句型 such 加上 a 或是 an 加上形容词加上单数可数名词再加 that 子句。第三个是句型 it 加上 be 动词加上形容词再加不定词。 第4个是句型 It is 加上过去分词再接 that 子句。首先，我们来学习分词构句。以对等连接词 and 连接2个主词相同的子句时，可以省略 and 以及其中一个主词，并将动词改为分词。当动词是主动的时候，就用现在分词；当它是被动时，则是用过去分词。例如 Patrick walked into his study and he sat down at the desk.Patrick 走进他的书房，并坐在书桌前。由于前后2个子句主词相同，可以省略连接词以及其中一个主词，像是后半句的 he， 然后再将后方的主动动词 sat 改成现在分词 sitting， 就会形成分词构句 Patrick walked into his study, sitting down at the desk。 接下来我们来学习句型 such 加上 a 或是 an 加上形容词加单数可数名词再接 that 子句，这表示非常怎么样以至于怎么样。例如 It's such a cold day that we feel like staying at home。 今天天气如此的寒冷，以至于我们想要待在家。再看个例句The town had changed to such an extent that he couldn't recognize it。 那个城镇变化的程度非常大，以至于他没有办法认出来。例句中的 to such an extent 也可以写作 to such a degree， 表示到什么样的程度。后面再接 that 子句来表达到如此的程度，以至于怎么样。接下来我们来学习句型 it 加上 be 动词加形容词加不定词。那么其中的 it 是虚主词，用来代替真正的主词，也就是不定词 to 加原形动词。那么形容词是用来描述不定词，表达做某事是怎么样怎么样的。例如 It's important to keep a balanced diet。 维持均衡饮食是很重要的。最后我们来学习句型 It is 加上过去分词加上 that 子句。这个句型是用来表达普遍的看法或者是遵守的常态。其中的 it 是虚主词，用来代替真正的主词 that 子句。句型中的过去分词可以用 agreed 表示被认同，大家都同意怎么样，或是 believed 表示据信的被认为怎么样， thought 被认为怎么样，Guaranteed 表示有保证的或是确定的。例如 It is widely agreed that her first book is her best。 大家普遍认同她的第一本书是她最好的作品。以上是今天的重点整理，我们下次见喽 See you next time, bye。
欢迎收看就爱讲英文，我是悠悠，
我是季安。
平时呢，不管家里人的老人啊、宠物最会迷失了，还有自己呢出国也会迷路，
对，
所以遇到这种呢，一定要报警处理啊！
报警处理哈，那不是嘴，路长在嘴巴上啊，只要你敢开口问的话呢，就不用怕迷路啦。
没错，
所以我们今天来讲一下这个走失跟迷路相关的英文。
对，迷路 reindeer， 而不是那个麋鹿啊。好，那怎么说我的狗狗走失呢？或是我迷路了？我迷路了。
迷路跟走失其实是以同一个字，就是 lost。
Lost。
I lost my dog。
I lost my dog。
就是我的狗狗我弄丢了哦。那 I lost my way。
我的路。
我弄丢了我的路。
I lost my way。
哎，就是我迷路喽。对。
可以告诉我这里是哪里吗？
Could you tell me where it is?
Could you tell me where it is?
对 ，where it is 就这个地方。Could you tell me where it is? 啊，这是哪里？
请问你知道该怎么走吗？
对啊，你就问他说 ，Do you know where it is? 这个地方 ，Do you know where it is? And how do I get there?
Do you know where it is? And how do I get there?
我怎么去那边 ？How do I get there?
有一种回答很烂就是不仔细，你知道就不远啦。
敷衍一下啊，离这边差不多你附近俩哈。It's not far from here.
It's not far from here.
对，一点帮助都没有。
对啊，不远是多远啊？
很难讲，不是 It's not far from here。结果他一转身啊，
哦，那真的是不远。
在那边
好，接下来看今天的 live action。Hi, excuse me.
Yes.
I lost my way.
Okay.
I think I went the wrong way at some point.
Where do you want to go?
Oh, the ABC movie theater. Do you know where it is? And can you please tell me how to get there?
Okay, sure. It's not far from here.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh. Okay. Thank you.